ask you. I know what I gave you. Please tell me what you gave me. Now let me ask you.
As I said, I want to focus on the youth because I always tell people, the government does what the government does. Your parents have lived their life. They'll try their best. They love you as they love you. But it boils down to you. Nobody's in charge of your life. First, I break it down into 3 parts. There was something we said with the guys when they were talking about years of experience. I think even the girls mentioned it. I tell people every day, from the time you get into the university, start doing internships and things. Yeah. So that by the time I leave in the university, maybe if it's a master's, you are leaving with already 5 years of experience. If it's a degree, you are leaving with 3 years of experience. But many young people go to the university in their final year, when they ask them to go and do compulsory internship, maybe for 6 months, I don't know how long, they go and sit in some office and then they're helping people to go and buy tea and buy granite. Yeah. And at the end of the day, they have a template of their report which they write and go and submit to tick the box. Then they end up now with just 6 months, which they cannot even defend the 6 months because they're not doing practical things. Exactly. And then when they go into the job market, they ask you for 7 years. You're not like, but why are they saying that 7 years? Where they're expecting to get the 7 years from? I'm just leaving school and all of that. The first job I had was asking for 7 years, but my CV had almost 5 years. Because even before going to the university, I started working with my parents in this whole NGO and agriculture things. Both my parents are agri-engineers. So I did business studies, but I tilted towards that field because I already had experience in those things. I remember the joke I gave the guys in the interview hall, because I like to always break down the tension in those halls. I was like, they said, okay, looking at your CV, we're asking for 7 years, you have just 5. And you just left school, how do you have 5? And I told them, like, if you are following even my CV, you'll say that I have 5. But if I'm trying to be honest with you, I have 20. And they started laughing. And I was telling them, like, let me explain I have 20. Because my mother was working with projects. I was applying to be an M&E expert for projects. So my mother worked with projects. And when I was like in secondary school, when she goes and does her project work, she used to tell us that, okay, she'll give you 100 francs, help her to fill the data sheet. So I was already building my experience in the data sheet thing, data collection, database system, and all of those things when it comes to monitoring the project. So you cannot count my experience only from when I left school, because actually I started working on those things even before I went to. So I can even put more, but I just put 5 just because I'm laughing about it. But it's something which makes sense and it's something which I actually did. So many young people know that, okay, that's what's expected of us. You start building your CV. Next thing I tell young people, create networks while you're in school. When you meet those guys in the Harvard and the rest, or the guys who were with Zuckerberg in the dorm, some of them got 2%, 5% of Facebook just because we were in that dorm with Zuckerberg when he started building Facebook. But the sad thing is our people here don't build those networks. You leave school, you just know the friend that you're clubbing with, you dated 3 girls, you have now quarreled with them, they don't answer your call. So you don't really have a database of a network you can build upon. But on the contrary, when you're in school, that's what you should be doing. Building your experience, building your network. Whose father is Dangote? Okay, if I want to open a cement company, I'll call that my friend. Whose father has this bank? Whose father is manager in that place? When you are setting up a company, you know that, okay, we need capital. The guy whose father is a manager can help us with capital. We want to build our office, we need cement. This guy can give us a better discount. That's how strategic you should be thinking. Don't limit yourself to what your school has taught you and what experience the school is willing to give you.